Sup, Ramblers, it's Saturday. You will notice that not only am I filming on the webcam, which I hate doing, but also I'm not in my room right now. I'm in the lounge, in my residence. Because my roommate is in my room, and it's still a little bit weird to talk in front of other people when I'm not actually talking to anybody directly. We posed the question this week, what are we passionate about? This is an extremely difficult question to answer because I'm passionate about lots of things. I'm passionate about theater and about the written word and about film and about history. But if I have to choose just one thing to be passionate about, it's definitely social justice. Social justice is a hard term to define because it means something different for everybody who partakes in it. For me, it means equality of opportunity. The idea of establishing true equality around the world is a huge idea and probably next to impossible to actually accomplish. But we don't need to establish equality by some means of interference with the world economics and government and things like that. We need to establish an equality of opportunity. It's all about empowerment. It's not about creating equality for people. It's not about going to a third world country and establishing equality through some means that we deem right. It's about making sure that everyone has the means and the opportunity to establish equality for themselves. A huge problem with some people's modern concept of social justice is that they think that it's their position as a practitioner of social justice to go to some other place and impose our values upon those people because our values are somehow right or better. There could not possibly be a more arrogant response to the world's problems. Any activity that defines itself as social justice must be more listening than teaching. It has to be more absorbing information and trying to gain knowledge than trying to impart knowledge. First world Western civilization has just as many problems as third world developing civilizations do. And if we can't solve our own problems, how are we so arrogant to go to other places and presume we can solve theirs? That's why I propose that the only way to really partake in social justice is to learn and to empower the people you're learning from to make their own decisions and to make decisions that will lead to some form of equality. Because ultimately, a solution reached to a problem of social justice has to be a solution that works for the people who need social justice. I'll give you an example. A few months ago I traveled to the South American country of Peru for a couple of weeks working with female coffee growers growing fair trade coffee in the mountains. My residence manager who coordinated the trip made it very clear to us before we went down that we were not going down to impart anything that we had learned about social justice in any university class upon the people we were going to be visiting. We were there to learn, not to teach, because not only does a solution to a country's problem have to come from and work for the country itself, but also we're a big part of the problem too. And by observing the effects our actions have on other people, instead of trying to impart those same actions upon them, you're going to learn a lot more about what you can do and change about yourself to make those people's situation better. Instead of trying to change them, let's start with changing us. So that's something I try and do every day. I try to make one impactful decision about my own day-to-day that will help somebody else in a less developed country than Canada. And my socially active rambling friends, I challenge you to do the same thing. I'm not talking about making big life-changing decisions here. I'm talking about something as simple as buying fair trade instead of the regular blend of coffee, or recycling and composting instead of just throwing everything in the garbage. Anyways guys, that's my challenge for you. I switched locations again because the power just suddenly went out and I had no light back where I was, so now I'm using natural light. Another decision that, may impact somebody positively. Alex, I can't wait to hear what you're passionate about tomorrow, and right now, I gotta do this. It's our residence formal tonight, so I'm all dressed up, but I'll see you tomorrow.